we'll start back with this right here. I'm going to turn the camera around. Ladies and gentlemen, Olivia Harms.
Harms?
Miss Joni, Western Swing Hall of Famer, right?
That and then just got inducted into the WME this year.
What?
Yeah.
You're a double Hall of Famer.
How about that?
Man, that is awesome. Thank you for bringing your daughter. I was hoping that I could get this. Yeah, we'll do it like this.
There we go.
There we go. You know, Debbie Green, a great promoter and a longtime friend of mine, has been kind of rushing me on this. So I told her I would do a Facebook Live as well.
Perfect.
There we go. So Mom, you've been around since the 80s, I guess, right?
Late 80s is when I got my first record deal with Jimmy Bowen.
Yeah.
In Nashville, and signed to Universal, which turned Capitol Records.
Yeah.
And then had a wonderful learning experience, learning to write songs with some of the best songwriters in Nashville. Got to write for Anne Murray's publishing company, Charlie Daniels'
my gosh,
publishing company, and then signed to Warner Western.
Yeah.
And
so you went from kind of traditional, mainstream at the time to more like Western and country, cowgirl stuff, right?
Yeah. But classic country's always been where my heart is. But I raised on a ranch, so I really get the cowboy stuff and love to do some of that too. It's just,
and you're an Oregon girl, right?
That's right.
I saw a video, and I guess who was it? B.J. Thomas had introduced you or somebody, and then you gave a shout out to your mom and dad in Oregon.
Oh, on the Opry.
On the Opry, that's what it was.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
That's pretty cool.
Well, it's been a ride, and I'm not done riding yet.
So now I want to talk to Mom first because it kind of sets up Olivia here. I'm sorry, Olivia, we're not hi-hatting you, but
no, you're good.
But we're just setting the stage for where she gets her roots from, and where did you get your passion and roots and drive, and how did you end up from Oregon to Nashville?
Well, that's a long ways away, isn't
it?
A
little bit.
But no, my whole family was musical. My dad could play just about any instrument he picked up, and learned to play the concertina when he was in World War II.
Oh, wow.
And played for all the troops and brought that back with him when he finally got to come back to Oregon, and married this beautiful little lady named Anna, and she is quite the little poet and storyteller. And so I think between the two of them, that's where my musical ability and songwriting ability came from. And then my brother Buck and sister Chris were very musical too. They're 10 and 11 years older than me, so by the time I came around, I kind of needed to fit in with the music because they were already all playing together and singing together, and so I just joined right in and loved it from day one. And
well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is, I'm trying to move over. I got like 3 cameras going. We got Facebook Live over here, and then we're recording a video, and I got 2 cameras, and it's just a hot mess. I would like, I save music. I try to save it, and then there's like a day or two I go and listen to different tracks. And then I have like a coal pile. Mom can't see me anyway, so
right.
I'm sorry. I have to get you a little booster chair, or I'll have to sit up straight and have good posture. Mom always wanted me to have good posture. Anyway, I've got a coal pile, and then I've got I'll revisit, and then I kind of mark the ones that I really like. I just hadn't started playing yet, and you're in the good pile.
Well, bless your heart. I'm so glad. Coming from you, my goodness, that's a compliment.
I'm just a radio guy. And, there's a difference. In picking songs and liking songs is one thing with guys, but when it comes to girls, it's totally different.
Yeah.
Because, as you well know, Mom, they used to be called in Nashville girl singers.
Yes,
yeah.
Exactly.
So, yeah, and they don't call them that anymore. Well, the old people do. But anyway, when it comes to females in the Red Dirt, Texas scene, you're kind of getting some Martina McBride kind of stuff most of the time.
Right.
And I'm more of the Danny Lee. Yeah, I know you can probably remember Danny Lee. She was on Decca Records. She was like a cross between, I guess, would be Dwight Yoakam and Kevin Fowler these days.
Yep.
If they had a sister.
Yep.
It would be Danny Lee. And that's, she sang, I remember she sang a Stacey Dean Campbell song talking about cowboy stuff. He did films and stuff and Bronco Roads. Honey, I Do, which is a great song. You can look that up.
Great song.
And but you have... you're more modern, but you've got some Western to you, and in that Texas red dirt feel, and that's what I really liked about it. There was one on your website. Let me go look it up. That was I was like, wow, I'm liking that. Road of Life.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. That's a very swing song.
Yeah, very swing song.
Very Texas swing.
And I was like, I went through and listened to all the videos, and I liked them all, but I'm like, I kind of like that one better.
Well, hey, that was in the running for, singles. I was talking with Debbie, and we were trying to figure out which one we wanted to do first, and that was in the running. So you never know.
Hang on a second. Okay, everybody that's watching, just hang tight. This is for Debbie.
Just for Debbie.
I'm looking at you, okay? Good life. Okay, everybody else can join back in on the front, okay? So you gotta, Debbie's been doing this a long time, and you don't always get to pick the ones JB likes, but JB likes that one, Debbie.
It's good to know JB likes that one. Your stamp of approval means a lot, so you never know. It might be next.
I'm an old guy too, so I'm partial to Western swing. I grew up around the eras where we went and saw Ray Price and Gary Stewart and Johnny Bush and Don Walser, and I had Western swing in the family, and then Jody Nix and I've been friends for 25 years, and I just love Western swing. And we used to have more of it, and then it came back again with Asleep at the Wheel, and they're kind of reigned back in the day. And I'm glad to see folks like Jody Booth and in a newer age, Donis Moraz, and yourself kind of bringing it back. So good for you.
Thank you.
I'm going to shut up because you got a guitar, and I'd like for you to sing a song, but then I guess you probably traveled with Mom and sang with Mom, right?
I did, yeah, from 2 days old. She actually had a big gig. She was still signed in Nashville, and I think she was playing a gig at the Portland Speedway with Lori Morgan and Ricky Skaggs. And
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and I wasn't ready to come out yet, and she's like, well, I can't be, going into labor while I'm at this big gig, and I don't want to miss the gig, so we're going to just go ahead and induce labor on the 13th. The gig was on the 15th.
Oh, my gosh.
So here I was.
True story.
Yep. Yeah. 2 days old. She took me out
I'm
on
sure
stage.
you're not the first. I remember seeing Martina McBride, and bless her heart, she was 8 months pregnant, and wore a little black dress with the white gloves, singing Broken Wing. And I was on the General Jackson Showboat in Nashville, sat at a dinner table next to Eddie Arnold.
Very cool.
No, you can't say that. Not everybody can say that. That's
for sure.
That's like country music geekdom right there.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah.
And another thing I didn't realize, Susie Boggess kind of had a traditional start in her career. She was a traditional singer of swing music, and then before she got into the mainstream stuff.
Yes.
Please, I want to hear both of you, but we've been talking to Mom. Olivia, your new song is called Neon something.
Neon Blue.
Blue,
yeah.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
And you can do that one. I'm a big fan. Or you can do this other one, which Debbie should have picked.
Well, it's your call, JB. You tell me which one you want.
Well, I want people to hear the new one.
Okay, let's do it. So it's called Neon Blue.
Sing some harmony?
Yeah. Sing all you want. The only mic going down is mine, okay?
I love it. Well, coming from a small town, we only have 2 bars.
I'll play some air harmonica.
Air harmonica.
Yeah.
I want that for sure. But here's a small town song for all my small town people in Texas. There's only 2 bars in this tiny little town, and I really need a drink. I drove the extra mile hanging with the rougher crowd, 'cause I know right where you'll be. My friends are all here and a band just took the stage. They've ordered me a beer. Might as well enjoy myself while I'm drinking you away. Make your memory disappear. I'm gonna drown my sorrows in neon blue. Find a cowboy to dance me around the room. I'll forget you for the night is through. No, my heart's not broke, I'm just neon blue. No, my heart's not broke, I'm just neon blue. That's right.
Wow.
You're probably sitting there, think I'm crying over you. Boy, you couldn't be more wrong. Not wasting my time, I got better things to do, and the band just played my song. I'm gonna drown my sorrows in neon blue. Find a cowboy to dance me around the room. I'll forget you for the night is through. No, my heart's not broke, I'm just neon blue. No, my heart's not broke, I'm just neon blue. Alright, y'all use your imaginary bands.
Harmonica solo.
Yeah, harmonica solo. There we go. JB, turn it up. Not saying it didn't hurt when I watched you drive away. But through the cigarette smoke and the sticky floors, I know I'm in a bitter place. I'm gonna drown my sorrows in neon blue, find a cowboy to dance me around the room. I'll forget you for the night is through. No, my heart's not broke, I'm just neon blue. No, my heart's not broke, I'm just neon blue. No, my heart's not broke, I'm just neon blue. No, my heart's not broke, I'm just neon blue.
Olivia Harms on Red Dirt Proud, and shout out to everybody watching on Facebook right now, including Debbie Green, and we got folks, my buddy George in France.
Awesome. Hi, George.
Yeah, they started carrying the show, and then we got our buddies in Poland and the Netherlands listening to us on Facebook as well.
Well, hey, y'all.
Yeah, so thank you, and Sean here in Abilene, we appreciate you guys. I love that song, and I'm going to start playing it.
Well, thank you so much. I'd be honored to have you play it, because... Boy, that's
well, I mean, I'm not going to literally play it, like the guitar and the singing and the holes in the jeans stuff.
I think the harmonica solo is.
But I do like the hat. Can you kind of bend your head forward so we can see that, or even take your hat down to see?
Yeah,
look at that crease. Well, I don't want everybody to see hat hair.
Oh,
your hair's
it's
fine.
Not too bad.
Okay, turn it to that camera over
now
here.
Y'all get to see it.
What? That's an arrow. How cool is that?
Shorty's cowboy hattery.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, if we were standing next to each other, I would know because I'm a little tall and you're more down to earth.
Well, I guess that's just the way God made it. But
there you go. There you go.
Man.
Never say you're short. You're just more down to earth.
Now,
do we have one? I'm going to show. You can't see it on here, I guess, but I'm on the Facebook Live. So if you go to if you're watching on the video, just hang on with us. Look up Olivia Harms, Harms. And that's her Facebook page over here for the folks on Facebook Live. I'm showing them. See, I'm showing you guys right there. And then if you click on that, that's her website. And then you can find Mom. Now, Mom, you're just not somebody that used to be. You're somebody you still are.
She is.
Yeah, and Mom's still playing dates. Look at that, JoniHarms. And you have got a web. Look at there. Where's this picture at, this video on your website?
That's in Ireland.
In Ireland?
Yeah.
No way. That is so cool. And you still playing lots of gigs. You're fixing to go somewhere yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, I've still got a lot of gigs. Not quite keeping up with her these days, but I'll be in Colorado next week, and in Arizona the following week, and then I'll come back to Texas again the latter part of this month.
Yeah.
To do a Shorty's Retreat. Our hat sponsor is doing a retreat, and we're going to go do some writing and some singing and some writing, as in songwriting.
Yeah, sounds like a heck of a time.
I think it will be.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, do you have one where Mom can join us?
Yeah, let's just have her play one.
Mom, you want to play a guitar?
Yeah.
Okay. Now get that mic close, because the Facebook Live, it doesn't matter, but for this, we're recording. And
I mean, everybody wants to hear Miss Joni Harms, right?
Well, we heard Olivia, and
only fair.
Yeah, if you're gonna, we're getting a 2-for-1 special here.
That's right. 2 for 1.
Well, I'll give you a choice. Cowboy Up, which is a song I wrote and Chris Ledoux recorded, or you were talking about your policeman friends, and I have a song that I wrote called The Heart Behind the Badge. Which one of those two would you like?
Yeah, I'm kind of torn. Can you do like half of one and half of the other?
Just do a medley.
Yeah, that would be fun. I'm a Chris Ledoux fan, and I saw a graphic. I'm a Photoshop nerd too, and I saw a deal where it said you could only pick one artist to come back and play a concert, and I'm like, well, I'd have to pick two, but Johnny Cash was the only country artist, so I modified it to put all the country artists: Johnny Cash, Keith Whitley, Waylon, Merle, George Jones, Buck Goins. I put Ledoux on there, Gary Stewart, and I was like, say, you can't just pick two. Joe Diffie, I put him on there.
Oh, yeah.
And he started out more traditional, and I wish he would have stayed that path. But anyway, I like the Ledoux song.
Well, I used to go do quite a few shows with him. In fact, Olivia came out on stage and did some shows with me, with Chris, and they kind of called it the Cowboy and the Cowgirl show.
But I'm a big supporter of the badge, and so I tell you what, if you would play the other song, and we'll dedicate this to the Texas and Southwestern Cattle Raisers Association, and anybody that has to do anything with the law enforcement, our sheriff's deputies or whatnot, I think that's a great call.
All right. Well, Cowboy Up anyway, because that's what those policemen have to do, and that's the song that I wrote that Chris recorded, and I also had it recorded and did a video on that in Australia, which was a hoot. But, no, okay, this is called The Heart Behind the Badge, and yes, this is dedicated to all those hard-working policemen and folks that put their heart on their life on the line every day.
Amen.
Not everyone can do it. Takes a special kind, willing to walk the walk with their life on the line. They'll bravely take the challenge each and every day, trusting God to keep them safe each step along the way. And when the heart behind the badge is made of solid gold, they're not out to be a hero or have their story told. They're just trying to make a difference between right and wrong. The heart behind the badge is still beating strong. But sometimes you see some bad ones on the evening news, but among the millions they're far between and few. They come from every kind of family, living by the golden rule, making the world a better place for the likes of me and you. And when the heart behind the badge is made of solid gold, they're not out to be a hero or have their story told. They're just trying to make a difference between right and wrong. The heart behind the badge is still beating strong. Beating strong, beating strong, knowing deep inside they're right where they belong. Yeah, when the heart behind the badge is made of solid gold, they're not out to be a hero or have their story told. They're just trying to make a difference between right and wrong. The heart behind the badge is still beating strong. Yeah, the heart behind the badge is still beating strong.
Oh, my gosh. Man, I just got to hear from just two amazing women. Folks, it's Joni Harms, Western Swing Hall of Famer, and the brand new Women's, you got to tell me what it stands for.
IWMA, Western Music Association.
Western Music Association Hall of Famer. And then hopefully one day, right there, we could put you at a hall.
Well, maybe. I'll keep crossing my fingers
Yeah.
and hustling. She's got some pretty big boots to fill, so we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know what hall I'm working on, but hopefully we'll all have a hall to fit in, and it'll be filled with golden light, right?
That's right.
Amen. Well, thank you. Go look up Joni, Joni, Miss Joni Harms, and her lovely, beautiful, talented daughter, Olivia Harms. Book them for shows. Just mail them money with a thank you card on there, and go to their concerts, buy their merchandise, download their music, don't steal it, and have some fun. And we look forward to hearing not one, but both of you on our Red Dirt Proud Show.
Would
Thank
love
you
it.
so very
Can't
much.
wait.
Thank you, ladies, so much. And